Hi, welcome to Vegan Finds, where we're going to turn this into this stuffed butternut. It's not butternut.
It's acorn.
To this acorn. To
this
stuffed acorn squash. Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're glad you could stop by. If this is your first time, please check out some of our other videos. We got about 100 recipes posted. And today's dish is part of the Veganuary series that we're doing of healthy dishes to kind of get rid of all the crap that you ate during the holidays. Is a stuffed acorn squash, and we're going to be using a pure farmland plant-based meat replacement, and we're going to be adding to it. Okay, so we are using Savory Spices South Fork Italian sausage spice. So we're going to make this sausage-esque flavored. We're going to be using white rice medley with ancient grains, the holiday stuffing flavor. And we're going to mix that all together in a stuffing. We're going to cook the acorn squash separately. So we're going to cook that in the oven. We're just going to cut it in half, seed it, slice it lengthwise, not don't chop the top, let's put it that way. And basically saute this up with some onions and mushrooms. It'll all come together real quick. This is a super easy dish. Really not a lot of extraneous parts going on. So stick around, we'll show you how to make it. So the first thing we're going to do is basically slice open our acorn squash. And we're just going to take out the seeds. We're just going to scoop them out with a spoon. Scoop them out like so. And again, if you want to roast those seeds, you can. They make great salad toppers. Matter of fact, I will put these on the cookie sheet. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to put them on a cookie sheet like this. Put them in the oven, 400 degrees. I want to say about 15 minutes. And they should be ready to go. As long as the knife goes through it real easily, they're ready to go. And now it's time to make the stuffing. Okay, so I have about half a cup of onions diced up. I'd say medium diced. And now I'm just going to slice up our button mushrooms. These can be, fairly thick. It doesn't really matter. These are going to be sauteed and they're going to shrink quite a bit. So I'm going to keep slicing these up, and then we're going to start our cooking process. We're going to basically heat some oil in a pan and start sauteing the onions and mushrooms together and then we're going to add our pure farmland vegan beef grind here. It's the plant-based meat replacement, and it's gonna go quick. It's another quick and easy recipe that we're doing today, and I'll be back with our pan. Okay, so we got our oil in the pan. I'm just gonna add our mushrooms and onions to this. This is a little bit small of a pan, but we'll make it work. We always do. So we're just going to let that cook down for the... Oh, look at that. We got a rogue. Did not see that. He was hiding, trying to get away. We're going to let that cook down until the mushrooms start to release their liquid. And then we're going to add our beefless grounds to that. Okay, so let me talk to you about this product right here, white rice. This is a great item to use if you are trying to limit some of your carbs, but you love rice. Tastes just like rice. The flavors are excellent. I just tasted some of the holiday stuffing. It is fantastic. We aren't sponsored by these people, so this is not any kind of paid promotion whatsoever. We will tell you if somebody is crazy enough to pay us for our opinion. We'll let you know, but we will always give an honest opinion about the stuff that we are eating. If we don't like it, chances are you won't see it on camera. It's just simply because other people may like it. So I don't want my opinion to necessarily unduly influence somebody, especially on the negative side. On the positive side, yeah, I'm gonna preach from the rooftop. But one serving has 9 grams of protein versus white rice, which only has 4. This has 5 grams of fiber versus 0 for white rice, and so the net carbs end up being 28 grams, which, if that's the only carbs you've had during the day, it still falls into that keto level of 30, so you just can cut back. And quite honestly, you get quite a bit of rice out of that package, so you're not going to be really short-changing yourself by making this rice and eating a little bit less than what you would have thought, because the portion's big. There's no way to put it other than it's very a nice healthy size. So our mushrooms are cooking down here, and our onions have become translucent. So I'm going to now add our beefless ground to this. I unceremoniously plumped it in there. And we're just going to do that. You want to season it up there, Theory, while I break this up. So again, we're using the Savory Spice Shop's Italian pork sausage seasoning for this. And I can tell you, if you want to buy it, you can buy it online. Again, we love the Savory Spice Shop. They've got great selection and they have high turnover. So you know that the spices haven't been sitting there for, 20 million months. God only knows, how long some of those jars in the supermarket have been sitting there.
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons. Oh, it smells so good. We've never had a bad experience with the Savory Spice Shop. And we buy.
They don't put any protein in them.
Right. There's no weird chemicals, to prevent anti-caking, and you could buy in large quantities. Like we buy, certain barbecue rubs that we use during the year. We'll buy a pound of that. I just bought, a 4-ounce bag of yellow curry. This really smells fantastic. And again, if you're not familiar with the Pure Farmland meat, it's got a bit of fat in it. It's got 7 grams of saturated fat. Obviously, that's a lot less than ground beef. 14 total grams. It's got 10 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of dietary fiber, something you don't get, obviously, with ground beef. But you're also getting 16 grams of protein. So a half a cup serving, you're getting basically 1/3 your daily allotment of protein. And so you can't really go wrong with that. So we're just going to cook this for a couple more minutes.
We're going to add the rice to it, right?
Yep, we're going to add the rice to it. So Doris is going to grab the rice. I'm holding on for a second. All right. Man, look at that. Beautiful. I'll mix with them. All right, so our butternut squash is probably close to being done. This is just about ready. Smells great. That much I can tell you. We'll probably top it off with a little bit of fresh. Oh, Dora says, I don't know how long it's been in, but this is just about ready. We'll be back to show you how to finish this off in a flash. Okay, so our butternut squash is done baking. We baked it for 25 minutes. Now it's time to stuff it. Doing a heck of a job here. Now obviously you're gonna have filling left over. You could just eat the filling straight up, or buy more butternut squash. You can always microwave butternut squash too, if you're in a need for a quick fix. Just gonna sprinkle. Okay, so here's the final product. Doris mentioned that you can even include some dried cranberries in there to give it a more holiday feel, if you like. But we got our stuffed acorn squash. If you like these recipes, please click subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, share with your friends. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok, and follow us on Instagram. Thank you. Be healthy, be safe. It's 2021. Hopefully it'll be better than 2020.